Okay, there we go. Yeah, refresh issues with me as well. Yeah, welcome to TRS, everyone. First up, we got MOF Easy, no bomb, no vertical. This ought to be interesting.
Yep, I have to refresh the stream also.
I do that every time, pretty much. Just to make sure, if nothing else.
So on the next run, we will all be like, hey, they're moving vertically.
Run invalid. How many times have we said that after no vert runs too? We're just so used to them not moving vertically.
The readjustment was the worst after that no left run that we had.
Oh yeah. How long ago was that at this point?
Quite long ago already. Might have been a few months.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
Ow.
the bullying. Bullying by horizontal bullets.
I looked away for a split second thinking that there wouldn't be any horizontal bullets left by the time it's done, but then that happened. Yeah, MOF's music is great.
There was one TH Wiki poll a while ago. By a while, I mean several years, and it also asked people what they thought was their favorite OST, and most people responded with MOF. It wasn't
one of my favorites.
It was in 2012, I think. It was the questionnaire in the 2012 TH Wiki poll.
So well, DDC wasn't out yet, so
yeah, there was no DDC yet, or LOK for that matter. And several side games were also still unreleased. Yeah, I find no focus and no vert or no horizontal to be quite silly as well, but they're good for meme replays on TRS and stuff. Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, I've never tried bothering with those.
I also never bothered.
See, the thing is, I don't think I would really get much satisfaction from trying to do like a no focus or no vert run.
Daily 2.2 billion, Muku. Hi guys.
Hey, CM.
No. Went to normal. Stop talk.
Normal.
No, that does not count. If it was UFO normal, I'd be okay with that, but...
Try doing Junko no focus on Lunatic.
Oh boy.
Tell me if that's possible.
It should be. I mean, people have done no bomb, no focus.
RB doing no focus capture of PDH or something?
Yeah, and a couple people have already done no focus, no bomb LNBs, so...
So barely possible then.
Yeah, well, I mean... I think when I saw KG do it, he still had like a few eyes left, so...
These replays do always have some interesting routes though. Because some attacks will still be possible, but you have to approach them very differently than if you're just playing normally. Lol, but single bullet
it's
at
easy
the
mode.
start.
Of course there could be only one bullet.
Just a single bullet at the start that didn't even have to appear, but he didn't speed kill the enemy.
Now you want to keep the faith meter up.
Alright, Faith. Wait, caring about Faith is no vertical run?
Just whatever people are comfortable with, however they approach a stage.
Alright, extends. I actually forgot about that for a bit. You have to care because of extends, yeah.
I've 16.
You working on that day?
Yeah, because I'm streaming.
Momiji on easy.
Timing down Momiji is not required, so it's good.
Yeah, there's like no aim bullets in the waterfall section on easy.
Yep.
Oh hey, someone got their first XNN.
Nice.
Which game, Spirit?
It's always really cool to get your first XNN. It's a great moment.
Hey, even better. SA is the best game after all.
Many people get SA for their first accident.
I got UFO for my first, although SA was second according to
UFO was my
submissions.
second. SA my first.
Moth was my first, and SA was my second.
I guess some I just wanted to focus on earlier than others. Those I came back to later.
I've only done a Moth, SA, and UFO for X and N's, but I only did those because those are my favorite games. I don't really have any intention of doing the others.
Oh,
Wow, that's
caught in the
RNG.
middle of Wind God.
He was just stuck there.
Yeah, I made a bad choice staying in the middle of where they're crossing like that.
It's one of the easiest for NN, yeah, but not for first
that.
clear. Because when not understanding the patterns is actually one of the hardest extras.
That could certainly help. You feel like you're making better progress on one than another. You just focus on that one for a while until you get it, then you move on. I wouldn't call Charming Siege near the beginning. It's halfway through the boss fight itself, and you got the rest of the stage beforehand. So, like, if you die on that, you still have to restart the whole stage.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
That's just extras in general, though, because they're so long.
It's just that one spell where several of your runs will end.
For some reason, I actually never found it to be that bad. It's just the way I tend to approach it made it a bit easier.
Yeah, it's near the beginning of Ren's fight, but you still have to like redo the whole stage if you die to it, and it's kind of annoying.
Well, it's still about halfway through the fight. She has 18 attacks. That's her 8th attack. Although there is a survival, it takes up a lot of time.
You just got nice RNG then, Des.
I don't know if I'd call it trivialized, but yeah, it's still learnable in that way.
Oh yeah, ZM waifu hype.
Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it?
I think so. No wait, we had the XK score run a bit ago. That's the most recent ZM waifu hype. You suck.
Wait a sec. I was wondering in a no-vert run if bullets would ever spawn on top of you on this last attack. Doesn't look like they are. Yeah, he cleared all the score extends by a mile.
Yeah, he easily got them. It is trivial, of course. I mean, if even a no vertical run gets them, you just gotta collect. You don't even have to POC.
Although you would get the scores quicker if you POC'd.
You want to POC, yes, but it's not necessary. Yeah, some people somehow miss the 150M. Like my first normal after normal.
Bomb a lot of spells, maybe?
I never POC'd, basically. And also did not collect very well. And I bombed a lot of spells, yeah. The run is also more than 5 years old by now. I might submit it to TRS as a meme submission.
Oh yeah, the rice spell this high. You capped it though, very nice.
Still on 5 extra lives.
Trying to think now what the second spell would look like on normal no vert. Would you even be able to get out of the way of the knives? Or a third spell, I think, right?
I'm not sure how you would approach that on normal. The knives one. There are so few bullets on that green part on the final normal easy.
Yeah, at that point it's not even lanes at all.
Oh yeah, Otensui.
And Mountain of Faith coming up.
It's basically impossible to misdirect it properly on easy. Well, not entirely impossible, but
just did it right there.
I mean, it's just really dumb because if you try to do it the normal hard or lunatic way, it just doesn't work on easy because the bullets are too slow. Hey, that was a really dank capture though. That first misdirected tight as hell dodges.
Let's see what this looks like as time goes on. Ooh, there's one right there.
Oh. Yeah, this final part is pretty difficult for easy mode. It's widely suspected to be one of Zoon's easy mode trolls. Just like that people think that he did this on purpose to troll people who play easy.
I mean, he did have EOSD ended stage 5 on easy.
Yeah, same for LLS. Those are definitely easy mode trolls.
But then again, it could also just be Zone not being completely thorough with his balancing, which there's plenty of examples of that too. But yeah, congrats, Mikuru.
Nice run. That capture was the best part. The semifinals though. So now we are gonna have Gastari on call for his essay LMB. Hello there.
And right on cue. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks. How are you guys?
Doing all right.
Nice. So remember my Stage 1 song?
Oh yeah, you're gonna make Martin sing it again?
No, you guys are gonna sing with me.
No, I'm not singing.
Wait,
You
what?
can't make me.
Please.
Alright, fine, read the lyrics.
Okay, I can send the lyrics in voice chat. Don't worry, I'm gonna send the lyrics.
On voice
I mean,
chat?
my computer on voice chat. Hold on.
Oh my goodness, okay.
I also gonna send them in the TRS chat if people wanna read along. Okay, voice chat. There we go. So I'm gonna send them in 2 parts. Okay, so the first part of the lyrics.
So are you gonna like repeat after you or something?
No, just sing at the same time. You're just gonna basically it's like if you're reading along with the song.
But I don't know the tune though.
It's Stage 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hold
I
on,
know
I'm
that.
sending the rest. I'm sending the rest. Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's Kisume's song time.
Yeah. Okay. So, means a replay, guys.
So let Martin know when to start, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Let's just start. I'm gonna. Okay. Are you guys ready?
I guess.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
What is this song?
What is this stupid song I've heard so much in my life?
This
fucking song.
Wait, are you?
I'm gonna
Tell you what this stupid song is about.
This is the fucking
song of someone who just died.
That you went somewhere cause you keep on dying. And now you have
to do your May again.
and you're
You probably die on her stupid response. So I'm kissing.
I'm flying on the rock. It is just you cry bucket. I'm just a find out you and I'm persecutors. But it doesn't matter. You were just kidding me anyway. Hi there, sing. Hi there, I'm Sume. I'm flying around. It must sing. Like I'm here to find out you and I'm also useless. And my striking Kisume is really weird. This is the stupid song of someone who just died. Now these guys have to do Stage 1 again. No matter how hard they work, they won't get the one. Because here we're just die on something stupid. This is a stupid song of someone who just died again. He won't get this run before another 5 months. No matter how hard you try, it will just keep on dying. And it's gonna be like that till the end of the game. Okay, so now Yamami time. Sorry
Good job.
for that, guys. Hope
I
you're
saw
still
it.
alive.
Gastari, I'm sorry I couldn't keep up. You're just too good.
Thanks.
So
Okay,
That
I'm back
was
now.
something.
Now that we're at Yamame.
So yeah, well, Yamame got a pretty good RNG on the first round there. Spiral Nest is scary. People just keep saying it's easy, but it's fucking scary.
It's always scary when she moves straight down on you.
Yeah.
But even then, there's ways to get out of it.
Yeah, it's true. Well, yeah, Mami, well, nothing too interesting in the early game. Like stage 1 and 2 are kind of boring.
That tends to happen with full runs like this.
Yeah. Except a lot of focus dancing because I'm bored, but
Focus
Don't
dancing to
get
the
the
music. I do that all the time.
yes, same. Like the beginning of stage 2 is literally just shift spanning, you'll see.
I'm jealous of Copper too.
So yeah, the beginning is just some streaming. Nothing too impressive.
So, as you guys probably all know, he took eight months to get this run.
Oh yeah, that shit took me 8 months. I started in November.
Yep.
As he
I
started
couldn't
playing
even
Touhou
reach
in November.
UT on a hard 1cc when I started.
No, he did not.
1,700 Kisumes.
No, he didn't start with SALMB right off the bat.
Yeah, like I went from barely hard 1cc max live USD to SALMB because why not? With Raymu B because why not?
That's just a completely insane jump that you made.
Yeah.
And
Remember, B's not
you
that hard to
learned,
use, I think.
You learned from this to never make such a jump again.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm never gonna make such a jump again. Like, my next goal is UFO, but I'm just gonna 1cc first.
Yes, that's a nice goal.
Yeah.
Probably for the best because it's UFO.
With Raymu B too, but Raymu B is actually a good shot in like SA
Yeah,
Raymu B show.
movie is actually good, not like SA one. Okay, Party, you are nothing too impressive. Party is just annoying. Like, it's not even that hard. You can just randomly get word on her first pair because you can't gap, you know? That hex.
Now, there's ways to misdirect that are pretty consistent with everybody.
Yeah, that's what I did, but sometimes, like, you can get word, and it's pretty it's depressing when that happens.
Like, very rarely sometimes, like, one of the rows of flower bullets will just completely close off a hole somewhere, and I have to make, like, tight dodges through the whole thing, but again, it's very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Oh, hey, yes.
Hi,
Hey,
Oh, Yatsu's here.
new surfer again.
Hey, yes, look. It's your favorite game, Kappa.
yeah, it's your favorite game.
It's my favorite game, too.
Well, I really like SA actually. Like when I started, I wasn't such a fan of SA, but now I just love it.
Yeah, it's very solid all around.
Oh, this thing, the last pair, is really annoying because, like, if you get some glow shit that's gonna overlap with some other glow shit, it's gonna become really annoying to dodge.
As long as you misdirect the aim shots, like, far away each time, you should be able to keep yourself in an open enough spot to read them.
Yeah, I am pretty
Yeah,
happy
the-
with
the
this
over-
run because I didn't fail any routes except at the beginning of stage 5.
Yeah, stage shot can get you sometimes.
Yeah.
That's mostly how I'd put it too, Ultra. Although maybe I would put Raymu B is about the same as Raymu C and just a little bit less than Marissa A.
Why are Raymu C and Marissa C bullied so much, and with what aim?
If we're talking about like their overall effectiveness, it's about how I'd rank them too.
Many people on call right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Oh, it's about no bomb. Okay. No, I didn't know. I thought it was like general 1cc or something.
Well, for 1cc, SA Raymu C's bomb is amazing. But
Yeah.
Just for that, but like can't score effectively. And it doesn't have much else aside from her bomb.
And now it's laser hair. I'm gonna die because it's annoying. I could have survived, I think, but I was in a pretty bad gap. Your seat's a dumb death.
Laser Hell is one of those tricky sections in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I planned death on laser hell.
Yeah, Laser Hell is mean.
Yeah,
You
I,
should-
I
And you just gotta keep track of where Yugi fires her bullets, so you can try to maneuver out of the way.
Yeah. Actually, I planned like I think 3 deaths in the whole game. On stages at least, 1 death on laser hell and 2 on catwalk.
Yeah, those are the deaths that you.
Well, 2 on Cat's Hole?
I'm using Rainbow B.
Extract.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rainbow.
Yeah, you can't kill it in one wave like Rainbow A.
Yeah. Assuming you know the speed kill, you should only ever die once as Rainbow A if you die at all.
Yeah. This nun is pretty fun.
I love super grazing this non-spell. You just sit in a safe spot and your graze goes up a lot.
Mount U is probably my favorite card in the whole game. I don't know, it's so fun to dodge. Like you're flying around dodging bubbles.
Yes, that's not actually as bad with Rainbow B as well because she has slight homing, so you don't have to worry too much about going to the sides.
And here I survived, I don't know how, but I survived.
Oh, you're doing this non-spell in the center. I'll see you go up and over, I see.
And I just failed my strat on this.
Nice micro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not putting yourself in a very good position by staying in the center at the start, but you made it work.
Yeah. But I just failed my route. Usually my route is doing it in the center, but then I misdirect the second wave. And so it's kind of free, but... Oh wait, it's stage 4. Wait for it. It's stage 4, guys. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Well, it's still loading on my stream.
Well, yeah, when you're here, alright, anyway. So I started to be pretty nervous on stage 4. I don't really know why. Usually I'm starting to get nervous at Satori, but... And my route on stage 4 is kinda weird, but it's working. Like, I don't like to do it in the center, I just go on the side.
Well, all the blue amulets are aimed, so doing emotions like this is actually pretty easy. Or feasible, I should say. I'll be getting trapped on that side of the laser. Yeah, thank God for rainbow hitboxes.
You have a pretty strange way of dodging the lasers, but it works, I guess.
Yeah. The mid boss, I decided to go for the timeout strat because going for life pit is the way to spook you with Rainbow B. So
Rainbow B can get rid of a lot of spirits on this attack, though. She has an easier time actually capturing this attack than some other shots.
Yeah, but you
Plus, you know how to
just
misdirect
can't
all to the
speed kill
side.
it, or well, can't even kill it, basically.
For the
can't
green
kill it.
amulet spring, I got a weird strat, but it's working as well, so it's okay, I guess.
It's another memo
And I'm not-
section, so
I'm
if
not
it
doing
works, it works. No need to judge it any more than
And
that,
the
right?
chrono strat is way too spooky. So I was starting to get pretty nervous there. Because, you know, since stage 4 is a lot of routing, you don't really have to dodge, you're just doing your route, so you got a lot of time to think about your run, your resources, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And it's Satori time! Sorry, Martin, I'm gonna beat up your waifu. I mean, your order waifu, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
I agree with Martin.
I can't read chat right now. But...
Satori deserves to be beaten up in SA.
Oh, wow. Got domestic violence going on in TRS. Come on, Martin.
I almost died on the second one, but I survived because of the Rainbow box. And now it's Tokagoshi. This pair isn't that hard. I almost dodged into a Mentos there. But I managed to die because I was kind of nervous and I was nervous.
It's probably the hardest of the 3 Suika attacks here. Just because you have to do a lot of moving around the screen.
I'd say Pandemonium is the worst.
Oh, that's funny. Because I would say Mace is the worst. But I think you can learn. I think you can learn that
For different
one.
reasons.
Yeah, but no, Pandemonium is really the worst. I was so lucky there because I got a free RNG, literally. Because usually in Pandemonium, you can get some random walls in your lane, so you got a lane switch. And when you need to lane switch, it's usually pretty hard and dangerous. But here I got like RNG. I got a clear path in front of me, didn't have to lane switch.
Well, like, the trick for an attack like this is to try to read where the bullets are coming from as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
So you give yourself more time to lane switch.
Yeah, but lane switching in itself is pretty tough.
Yeah, maybe if you're not used to moving around the screen on a mist spell here, that could also be troublesome, like Yatsu was implying,
Yeah,
I
no,
guess.
this one is actually pretty okay. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh yeah, and
No,
here
that's-
it was pretty bad. Like I survived somehow. It was pretty bad.
Now, the thing that just pisses me off the most about the mist attack is the way Story moves. Like the mist
Like
thing
it
is so,
bursts space.
it's so her movement is so un-Touhou. It doesn't. It feels so weird.
Yeah.
You made a
Oh,
few
hey,
weird
H5.
choices on Mace, but it still worked out eventually.
Yeah, well, I improvised. Usually I'm switching sides, but there I had to stay on the same side to kill her. I was really nervous at stage 5 because this was 2 miss. So I'm a potato, you'll see why.
Yep. 2 misses
boy.
Yeah, 2
is
miss, stage 5
K-earn
opener.
tier.
Yeah, well, stage 5 opener is pretty weird because if you die in stage 5
Ow.
opener, you're gonna die twice usually because it's gonna mess up your route and your speed kill, especially with Rainbow Peak.
Yeah, I just
Yep,
want to
because
say.
Rainbow B just doesn't kill those things.
Yeah, she's taking ages to
Oh,
kill them,
that's
so if you die,
painful.
it's gonna mess everything up, so you're likely to die at the same time. And that's what happened here.
Yeah, at least you tried to get out of it, though.
Yeah.
People are
Guys,
calling
it
D6 in the
isn't
chat. No, he said those were.
No, it was a
It
big
was
thing.
actually
mean you did.
I'm a potato, that's it.
Besides,
Yeah.
stage 5 usually is not the one that D6 in SA. It's stage 6.
Yeah. So here I'm timing down the blue nun. I hate the red nun, so I'm not gonna bother timing it out. I'm not gonna die twice on catwalk, and it's gonna be enough to avoid control here anyway.
I mean, nobody really times out the red wave because it's so random and
fast.
spooky.
It's
Yeah.
too scary to time it down.
Well, timing down is okay, but timing it out is usually like nah.
Does timing it out not skip Catwalk?
And I died on catwalk even though I got a free second wave.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty free catwalk, but I was nervous.
I don't think Catwalk is ever really free.
No, but I mean, I got
Sometimes it
really
can be a bit
full.
easier based on the way the
Yeah.
bullets are placed, but at the same time, you really gotta find those holes yourself.
The swimming section was pretty nice there. I didn't get any popcorns in my way. And the more
Painful to
focused
get
dancing. I mostly focus dancing either when I'm bored or when I'm nervous. There is a good way to get a break to shift stuff. Oh yeah, I was 2 lives at Orin and this one was pretty much dead at this point. And yeah, sorry chat, I'm doing the unethical first non-way, sorry. Don't worry me too much.
I guess if you wanted to super graze this is how you do it. Make sure some bullets spawn by your hand to graze them.
Yeah. And yeah, your yin yank doesn't hit Orin only your main shot. It will hit her on the first spot. I got a pretty spooky fairies, zombie fairies. At least for me, it was pretty spooky.
Rainbow B is also pretty good at this attack too because her shots pierce.
Yeah, but Orin's taking ages to die.
Yeah, it takes
True.
longer, but you're a bit better against the fairies than
You can
Ring
keep
A.
them up higher for longer.
You had to move quite a lot on the zombie fairy. Yeah, I can see why it's scary.
Yeah.
You know, there's this one fairy that actually got pretty far down there. I saw tons of fast balls. It's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Thankfully you survived
the
that, though.
homing, the homing is going into the spirits on the sides. Do you see that? That's horrifying.
Well, they're going through Orin first.
Yeah, but then they go to the spirits, and if those explode, you have to like mess up your movement.
Now, those spirits are pretty durable though. I doubt just the homing shots from Rainbow B would be able to kill them that easily.
No, our main shots aren't powerful.
Oh, they can. Oh, I thought they. Oh, I thought I always hit them with like stray bullets from Alice and stuff.
This one is always kind of hard for me because I'm bad at taking the rhythm. But once I get it down, it's okay. Ghost Wheels, I was pretty nervous in Ghost Wheels. So I pretty much potatoed again. My route is usually pretty good on Ghost Wheels, but nah, I died again. I mean, I just died once, but it's a pretty dumb death. Yours.
Rip.
Yeah, that's mostly how I see people going through this attack if they don't do the aggressive misdirection strategy.
Yeah.
Left, then right, then center.
Oh, Smart Demon Revival. Since I'm Remu B, I can't do the skill strat, of course, so I need to circle around Orin twice. And the bubbles were scary. And the second spin was really scary as well.
Oh, you actually have to go up twice with Rainbow B because it doesn't die yet.
Yeah, you need to do 2 cycles, you can't 1 cycle this thing. I was pretty nervous in stage 6. But... And I was starting to get shoes on dying to Shredder, so it was almost okay. I've routed the streaming section, so this thing wasn't a problem at all. Since it's aimed and the ghosts are static, you can just route it.
I think when they fire is static too, so you can even just get down to specific timings.
Yeah, I even got a timing yet.
Having to actually misdirect this. Weird if you're a Rainbow A guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Rainbow A guy, but I still do regular misdirects and no gapping.
And I did the Rainbow Clown meme because, I don't know, I found it funny. And it's a good way to...
I've never seen that before. That's silly.
It is, but I like silly things. I'm using Rainbow B. Oh yeah, with Rainbow B, the crow section after Blazing Wheel is really hard. So it's better to just time down Blazing Wheel to avoid completely the crow section than trying to go for it.
I don't usually see people time this down.
Yeah, like that section can be difficult, but staying up higher I found actually makes things easier.
Yeah, but
then
Rainbow B is
you
really
want to
bad
make
on the crows. Like, they're really bad.
if you do want to really make things the easiest, then timing down Blazing Wheel would be good.
And you can't even kill the bow up ghost. So I was really nervous. Hopefully I didn't die to the first one, but they were happy to make sure I'm glad.
we're gonna get an extent on Utsuho.
Yeah, here I'm doing the Chroma strat. This thing is only working with Rain B, but that strat is amazing because it's almost... You can almost cheese UNR, except I got some pretty spooky range at some point, so I had to recover. But besides that, it was okay. This dodge was scary. So yeah, thanks to Chroma for this strat because it's amazing.
Misdirecting them slide to the sides.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go left, I had to go right again, so it was really stupid.
I don't think I've ever seen this strategy before.
No, Chroma showed it to me like a few days before I get my own.
I was so afraid that you would get stuck at the corner there.
I was afraid as well, don't worry. When I capped, I started to believe in this front when I capped UNR.
When you kept UNR, I knew you had a really good shot at the run.
Yes, same. I was thinking this is it, I'm gonna fucking nail this thing. I mean, during the whole fight, you can hear me saying this is it, I'm not gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I'm gonna do this. I'll do this. I'll get the LMB.
Yeah, and I
It's like-
died twice with Pentaflare. I just potatoed. I don't think my RNG was that bad. I did some pretty cool dodges as well with Pentaflare. And Oku literally take ages to die. But I managed to die only twice. Did some pretty cool dodges, and Oku was so mean. Look at this.
On the first one, you try to go between two suns, which is usually not a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
The second one, I think you just dashed into a bullet. It happened so quickly, I couldn't really tell what happened.
Yeah. So like, just look at this thing forever.
I got quite scared after that Peta flare, but I knew you hadn't lost your run yet, because you had completed the hardest part of Utsuro now.
Yeah, got at least a few more attacks to get more life pieces as well.
And now it's time for Tenniversars, the true final boss. Sorry, I'm saying that because I've lost an LMB by dying twice on this.
Oh wow.
Ouch.
He was so nervous he accidentally went out of the safe spot or something.
Yeah. I was shaking and everything, but it didn't happen this time, so that's cool.
Sometimes it'd be hard to tell because the spinning bullets just change your perspective on the whole screen.
Yeah.
I'm always cautious, like I'm trying to make sure that they don't like unconsciously push me all the way to the side and I hit a sun.
Yeah, it's what it is. This nun is routable entirely. I still don't know if it's static or anything, but I got
it's not completely static.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. It's not entirely static, but yeah, she always does the same movements.
Yeah, you move to the same similar areas each time.
And I'm grazing the sun because everyone that's playing SA and reaching Tactonac, you gotta graze the sun. It's a rule. If you don't graze the sun, your run is invalid. And I'm sure Troy's gonna say in the chat, you should have spin around the sun, and no, I won't spin around the sun.
Does anyone do that?
I don't think I've seen people do that. I want to try it now though.
I was so afraid on Tokamak that you would die and miss the extent. I was so afraid.
Yeah, I wasn't scared on Tokamak because I knew how to do it and I was consistent. You can see a useless red cancer there, but I just found it funny.
Yeah, it's not that
Completely
bad.
pointless.
Just the thought that you would be able to die and then just have 0 lives on Subsun, it would be so scary.
No margin for error.
Subsun was scary
Subsun was
regardless.
so scary. I put the nerves made me play like an idiot. I played
Ouch.
so bad. I was so nervous I played. So Martin, don't forget to play Scarstory.wab once you're done, please.
How many layers of nervosity are you on?
What?
Nervosity, he says.
Yeah. Like at some point I just dashed. Here I was really scared because I was at 0 lives. I was like no. And then it happened. I do the
Oh my
strike.
god, that spooked me when
Yeah.
I was watching the stream live.
Oh yeah, There you go.
Then
Yeah, that was
he
my
got
only
it. I was
forget.
like, fuck yeah!
Yeah, Martin, don't forget to play the Gastardio Touhou, please. I'm gonna send it in the chat, actually. Hold on. I'm gonna send it in the chat. So Martin can play it and people can watch it. Here we go, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my run. Thanks a lot, Martin and all the TRS guys for letting me comment at my run. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, very good
Yeah,
job.
it was
man.
wonderful.
So yeah, I also wanted to thank the Montano Fair guys who helped me a lot with this run. And also Ever who helped me, and Yats, because you basically teach me how to play SA because I was so bad when I started. So yeah, thanks everyone. And where I guess I'm just gonna leave now. So have a nice TRS. Bye. I'll be in the chat. Oh no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
enjoy the rest of the
See ya.
stream
Having
too.
you on call, Gastari.
What?
I said it was nice having you on call. Oh look, there's Gastari involved in the stream.
His reaction, maybe? I can't hear it.
Oh,
Though.
it's too loud.
Oh no, 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 no.
I'll have to catch this later on.
No, 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 and then the scream. It was amazing. That reaction was just amazing. Yep, the reaction. 8 months grinding.
Right, so we got more SA coming up, looks like. Extra this time.
Oh, extra.
And yet another no bomb run.
Is this the? Oh no, never mind. It's a
Oh,
no
it's
miss
no
no
wish,
bomb.
no bomb.
Did it say that on the list?
I thought it was gonna be that 6 miss no bomb, which like lost all of the misses on one attack.
Well, let's see how this NMB handles the stage.
The first half is pretty simple.
Most NMBs use about the same routes, but some people decide to do some interesting things, so still curious.
Yeah, he's doing the standard route for the kunai fairies, at least. Staying ahead of them each time.
I actually don't speed kill them, so I get more grace.
I'm wondering what he's gonna do in Rice Shower.
Yeah, would he safe spot it or do it the regular way? I did it the regular way on my NMB.
Yeah, me as
Same here,
well.
but that's also because I didn't even know about the safe spot at the time.
I used the safe spot in my 1cc because, you know, then you can bomb and it becomes a lot easier.
I knew,
To do.
but I didn't really consider it worth doing because doing it the normal way wasn't really difficult for me anyway.
He's
I didn't
staying.
lose runs to
He's
it.
staying a lot in the middle though.
Well, he was staying kind of low, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that as
Even if
well.
you stay higher up, you want to stay in the middle so you don't have the rice pellets come like at weird angles from the sides.
Oh, he's actually circling this part of not gapping it. It's ethical.
Still ethical as long as it's not a gap, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to get items, then yeah. But
I
this
suppose you
one
could
got
keep
a
the
lower
communication
score
gauge up
than
on
my
that.
enemy vehicle. And I gapped that part, but I got a higher score than this player did.
Alright, Koishi time.
I really like this fight.
It's pretty weird how little resources you get before Koishi.
Yeah.
Really brings me back to when I was trying to 1cc it and just like had enough trouble with the stage.
Shame. It's so annoying on first clear when you have so little resources for the stage.
And
It's
the funny
one of-
thing, and it also demotivates you on Koishi because you're gonna think that it's gonna stay this low.
Until you start capturing or even just surviving a lot of attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a major part of the reason why this extra is so hard for first clear compared to other extras.
But yeah, if you die a lot, then you're not going to have many lives left to begin with.
Yeah, and you only get 2 for the stage. They don't.
How do you mean? Like almost every extra gives quite a lot of lives.
Well, you get these lives a lot earlier than you do in SA. That's the point.
Yeah, I think only USD gives like a small amount of lives.
Just 2 extends and that's it. But you still get them during the stage.
I remember that Gastar was like, I can do extra now.
That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, I forgot to realize that he hadn't even unlocked extra at the time. He unlocked it with an LMB. That's amazing.
That's some way to do that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
Honestly, that's just incredible. Unlocking it with an LMB with a hard shot.
Now, Spirit's staying kind of
You get-
high up on Super Ego here.
You can trick like new people into thinking you have to get an LMB to unlock extra. That's how
Of course,
difficult
they
the
don't
extra
know any
is.
It's so mean.
That is
Because
mean,
you
though.
know that's clearly how difficult extra is.
Wait, Pearl never cleared this stage?
Yeah, but that's because he doesn't like SA or something.
So he doesn't like the game. So he just doesn't
Banned.
bother.
Don't like I said, you're banned.
Banned.
Why would Martin not like? But whatever.
He's been banned in Spirit, maybe.
I like this spell. How you have to do those sudden, quick movements to create gaps in it.
Koishi's got a lot of really good bullet designs.
Yeah. It's one of my
Here we go,
favorite
Rorschach.
extra boss fights.
Let's see how he does this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
Martin is not good at Rorschach.
I was
Oh,
about
no,
to say
buffering.
this is the one time that I want to bully him for it. Nice Rorschach history.
I might want to see a replay of how Martin's trying to do it. See if he's doing anything wrong. Spirit's staying really high up on this one too.
He's doing it the right way as far as I saw. Like, you are a bit to the left of her and you don't trap yourself at the bottom. That's how I approached it at least, and it seems like he did it about the same way.
I usually micro at the bottom and it works just fine for me. Buffering again.
Well, it's just not recommended, because
maybe
at the bottom is the place where you will die if you do die to the spell, because you can get trapped there, and not when you're higher up.
Yeah. Well, like, I consider myself good with micro, so maybe that's why it doesn't bother me that much.
You can learn the spell that way. It's just not generally recommended.
Yeah, see that, I guess. Had a pretty good root for Embers of Love there, by the way.
I guess he does the speed kill route on genetics.
Might as well. Because Rainbow Egg can do it.
Yeah, you can get the
Kuishi up
low
as
score
high as
NMB.
probably could, but
No, they don't. The standard XNN gets 800 mil, and for 900 mil you actually have to put in some score effort. Like what Zeg did on his NMB, he had some score routes on the stage, that's why he got 900 mil.
genetics is hard to read until you memo the whole thing, though.
Yeah, some people just don't realize it's memo, and then they think it's hard. It really isn't. Yes, philosophy is also just getting your roots.
I don't know. I always had trouble with the third phase when learning this stage.
Yeah,
I had
same.
the most trouble with rooting the yellow phase, not the red phase.
I also didn't
I
realize
found the
that
red phase really easy, actually.
I didn't
You really
I
gotta-
didn't realize in the red phase that the bullets keep lined up. Like, you know, I thought they would have random spawning points every time.
The trick with the red phase is to stay ahead of the big cage of roses. I normally try to stay inside the center by the time it arrives, but Spirit managed to go all the way around it the whole way.
Oh,
That was
Martin,
pretty cool.
Sub Rose is not trash.
Huh?
Especially now with Rainbow Edge, she kills it so fast.
It's probably a battle nerfs thing, but it's definitely not a trash spell.
Hashtag Subrose did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
His stalling up to like the very last moment scares me. Like, he's always going
no,
one
yeah.
wave. He's always going one wave later than I would, which is actually a good thing because it gives him more space to move. But I keep thinking he's gonna get stuck at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just don't want to take the risk.
GG. It feels so good to finish this with 6 lives.
Oh yeah. Nice job, man.
And yeah, his score was only 790 because he scored a bit lower on the actual stage or the boss fight, and not because of not having 6 lives. He did have 6 lives.
Now he's showing all the extra runs he's done. Yo, keep at it, Martin. Seriously, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah, you will. You just have to actually try it. Wait, what's next?
I think my run is next now.
Oh, yours. Nice.
Yeah, this
Is
was
it
my
your DRC run?
yes, it was my DRC challenge this time. Yeah, it's just Reimu. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, originally I wanted to sign up for something like SA or MOF for DRC, but I apparently got matched up with TD Lunatic. I didn't mind too much, so I wanted to.
Had MOF first, but then some new people signed up, and there was someone who signed up for only TD Lunatic Survival as well. Who was your opponent, and he basically forced you to play TD Lunatic Survival.
I suspect it was to get as many people into the DRC as possible, like to match up to as many pairs as possible.
Yeah, we do that because we want everyone to get matched. So if someone only puts one category, they just force someone else to play it as well.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was weird too because CM had actually tried to contact me over Discord, and I was away on my trip at the time, asking me whether I wanted to do SA Lunatic Survival or scoring. And then I get TD Lunatic, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit different.
At that time, we wanted to try to match you with Obama for SA Lunatic Score, but then Ranko signed up.
Oh well. I'll just keep trying. I'll get SA Lunatic eventually in these things. But yeah, TD Lunatic was actually one of the games that I had wanted to do some different survival challenges for in the past, but never really got around to finishing them. Like doing no bomb, no trance, 1CCs, and 1 life clears and all that. So I figured I'd use DRC as extra motivation to help me get something like this.
Yeah, that's a good reason to join DRC. So I'm guessing you like LNN early game, or maybe like one Mystic Kyoko or something, and most stuff.
I got good enough to. I got good enough to usually like perfect the first 3 stages, or maybe just one miss something on Yoshika or something. Kyoko actually got pretty good at like her first non-spell, the boss non-spell, because you can sort of root it when
I
it
thought
starts
the
out.
biggest problem was the final spell, not the first one.
You sort of root that too, I guess. Depends on where she moves. If you know how close she's
first
gonna
one, you can just go out of the area that she encloses you in, and use.
Yeah, but then you have to dodge
hit
against
her.
the wall
That
with lots of arrowheads lining up against you. But again, it's pretty. The first wave is actually rootable. It's after that things get a little tricky, because if she moves away, then you have to last like an extra wave. Because I don't really try to take the risk to stay under her until the non-spell is close to finished.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it.
I will say that every time I died on Yuko's 3rd spell was very demotivating though.
Oh, that's so silly if that happens. I think, yeah, but
because I think like I should have been able to read the bullets better whenever that happens.
The worst is dying to the stage 2 stage portion. You have to do not only stage 1, but also that boring stage portion all over again.
Yeah, and always weird mistakes too whenever that happened to me, like running to a blue kunai somewhere. But eventually, like the silly deaths just went away, and that just stopped happening on these runs, thankfully. Because TD triggers me enough as it is. I don't need all these other restarts just making it even worse.
The worst death I always found on TD was Charged Yahoo. I hate that attack.
Yeah, there's a strat for it, but even with that, sometimes it's just evil. So, seeing this makes me want to try an LMB&T again as well.
Yeah, in some ways you kind of need like a few attacks to go your way with the RNG and stuff, but if they do, it should be pretty within reach, I think. Because my very first No Bomb, No Trance 1cc this game, I died in some of the weirdest places elsewhere, but then somehow I survived some of the hardest attacks in the game. That actually was enough to make me clear. That's why I call it a miracle 1cc, basically.
You won your DRC matchup, right?
Yeah, by like 1 miss. Kyuki actually did a
Nice.
very good job himself. He got down to 4 miss, No Bomb, No Trance.
Yeah, he got 4 miss.
Weren't like a ton of updates from either side during the whole DRC for various reasons, but still, yeah, we finished pretty close.
Wait, we spoiled the misses, the number of misses.
I don't mind. I posted this on the achievements thread in various forms anyway, so.
True. I always point blank Kyoko at the start of the mid-boss spell.
You can. I just wanted to play it kind of safe for these runs, though. I'll save that for my eventual score runs of this game.
Yeah, then you just point blank and then eventually bomb when the bullets get near.
Well, you don't even have to. You actually can dodge pretty close to Kyoko as well without bombing.
Oh, you can. It's just scarier that way.
Not as scary as point blanking Yuko on her last spell, though. I still gotta learn to go up as high as some of like the world record runs do on that one.
I don't know. I always just point blank bosses if I can, because why the hell not?
It's the Sakura Blizzard attack, I believe, where like the two coming from both sides. Some of the world record score runs just stay like really close to Yuko, and I have no idea like how they can read where the bullets are and move in time because there's so little space.
Oh yeah, you're also using that strat of going away and then using the homing to hit her.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that if Kyoko moves to the left, because I usually go to the right on the beginning of that one, then I usually have to wait out like a third wave before I try to stay into the middle and kill the attack. I will say also dying on her first spell because the jelly bean bullets go in weird directions was also very demoralizing. Thankfully it didn't happen very often in this session here.
At least for the second one, it's pretty safe to just stay in the middle because there are
Yeah, I got this
many
down
bullets.
pat.
It's quite easy to read and you can just speed kill it.
Yeah, if you're like misdirected very slightly off the vertical line, just below Kyoko, then I just stay in the center and slightly above the bottom. That lets me react to her moving left or right too. Then I can kill it before the second wave really gets going.
I do the bubble spell on the side actually, not in the middle.
I just go
And
wherever
you have
Kyoko
less
is because
bubbles
I want
to
to end it as soon as possible.
And yeah, Kyoko on LNNN actually is a run killer, yeah.
I have died several times to charge Yahoo, but still not as often as on some other attacks. Still, it gets a little bit demoralizing, but yeah, I guess because it is generally considered a bit harder, it's maybe not as bad.
Yeah, she pretty much is on the level of Kogasa, as weird as that might sound.
And maybe Ringo, or is Ringo even worse?
Ringo's the hardest stage 2 boss in my
I
opinion.
think
I guess.
Ringo would probably be even worse.
Yeah, even worse, I'd say. Just because of lunatic September ninja bullets and
Oh yeah.
the second as well.
Lunatic September alone is the hardest stage 2 boss attack in the series.
Yep.
Even harder than PSM without the safe spot.
Kogasa's first without the safe spot on lunatic. That's just what?
I think I mentioned my No UFO was CC. I didn't know about the safe spot at the time, so I just played it normally. Bomb if I have
I
to.
also
but-
didn't know about the safe spot on my 1cc, so I always bomb skipped it.
Yeah, I also had some runs died at Kogasa's mid-boss spell here. That was also pretty rough to take. Eventually, I just settled for like practicing timing it out in spell practice, just to make sure I would never die to it again.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do.
I actually learned a couple of ways to do this spell that I didn't think of before, just practicing timing it out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill her fast enough to get the life pieces right after, but because I do die a few times with Transcend Meter, then I would be able to get some life pieces back anyway to make up for that. But yeah, I still ended up getting the last extend pretty late into the final boss fight because of that. It's also a similar situation with Yoshika's second boss spell here, where I just settled with timing out in spell practice to get used to it, because when I first started this challenge again for DRC, I was also dying left and right on that attack. I didn't quite understand like how some of the kunai overlapped, so I couldn't find like the biggest open spots. Yeah, exactly. You only get 6 lives at most for TD Lunatic, no bomb, no trance. Other games you might even get 8 or 9 minimum, but TD is just even less than that.
I know this was the first like LMB I ever got though, no bomb, no trance TD. It's not super terrible, I find.
Well, it depends on how used you are to the attacks in the game, I guess. Because again, some things just need to go your way to get a low miss run in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
Power loss is really bad in TD, yeah, it's the same in UFO.
Yeah, for the third non, I always like to just stay to the side for a while, just to let all the light blue kunai spread out, and then I make my way back to the center. I'm always super cautious with this attack because I've had kunai, like the blue kunai spawn on top of me when trying to move up and over something in the past, so like I never want to move up on that attack.
Yeah, why would you on survival? Well,
no, the last non-spell, I mean, not her last spell.
Oh, the last non-spell. Oh well.
I was saying some of the light blue kunai can spawn on top of you because they spawn really low on the screen. So I'm always afraid to move up or over something.
Yeah, I'm also always at the bottom on the final one.
Yeah.
I also make use of homing quite a lot there.
Yeah. And of course, Score Desire Eater, which just ended on my stream, is just stay at the bottom there.
Yeah. You really don't want to cap it unless you're
doing a full spell run, yeah. You don't get spirits from it at all. Kind of weird that Tsune didn't actually give you rewards, like life and bomb rewards, after the last spells of each boss, like every other game does.
Yeah, we've got double resources on trans. We don't need that.
No, it's only like 5 attacks.
But in fact, that would only be weird because because you can never use trans during a dialogue, so it would only come over kind of strange because there would be no, strategical play in it.
I actually didn't think about that. That's probably a good reason why there's nothing after the bosses. But then again, the programming in this game automatically ends your trance during dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say the spell is super easy. Sometimes the lanes can just go straight into the orbs, no matter how you try to misdirect them.
Yeah, sometimes weird stuff happens.
Yeah, like I almost got walled on the third wave there, for instance. But otherwise, I do actually want to intentionally time that down that attack a bit, so I don't get too many spirits right after that before the fairy rush.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I usually go like 4 or 5 waves on the mid-boss spell. This third wave of the Fairy Rush, actually, I haven't found to be too bad, because I think I have good enough reflexes for something like this. As long as I take out the first big fairy, then I have enough space to dodge the rest.
Yeah, it's pretty much a PWG light, but even messier. As in, like it's like PWG, but a bit more light.
And it's much harder, easier, yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of glow shitty, if that makes sense. You know, it's hard to see the bullets.
Well, because they're moving so fast. That's the difference between that and Peerless Wind God. Yeah, Sega was also a major run ender in the past.
Yep.
I had trouble with some of these.
Sega's the primary run ruiner in this game.
Sega's honestly like the hardest boss in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly because of the power loss in NBNT run terms. The power loss here
I
is
actually
terrible.
think some of the Nons might be the worst with that. Not even her second spell, because I've actually captured Tumbling Yoshika at 2 power once before on one of these runs.
That's really nice. If that happens, you will need that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I probably should have waited for Yoshika to move to the right on the first boss spell though, so the beginning of the second on would be easier.
Looks like you're not using the cheese strats.
Well, I did on the first wave, but I just didn't want to bother the rest. I just wanted to end it as soon as possible.
I do the cheese strats on NBNT nowadays because
I did get a little lucky on those
close
last waves,
micro.
though.
Very close micro there.
Yeah. And I actually figured out a pretty good strat for tunneling Yoshika too. I actually messed it up here. The spoiler, I do die on this attack, but I did get most of the way through my strat. You'll see what I'm going for here at least.
Is it killing her twice and then circling her up one more time?
As soon as Yoshika gets revived, I dash up and over like this.
That's a big
but
dash.
she moved too far to the left, and I wasn't able to kill her in time. And then trying to get out of the way of Yoshika, she went down to the bottom again. I just got hit by a laser.
Oh no. That's pretty weird though. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Well, normally I can end the attack before I get that far into it. That's why I think the strat is so good.
You just
otherwise.
didn't deal enough damage. And it normally works, except you forgot to deal enough damage this time.
Yeah, because again, I just was able to follow Sega very well. At least I died on something like that and not on, like, this last spell or something. Because normally I would expect a death on Tumbling Yoshika. Yeah, Stage 5 is actually really not much going on in general anyway, and not going to be much going on until the boss on this run either. Just one of the blandest stages in this series.
At least this stage is nice when you have been wrecked by Sega and you have low power, and this stage just lets you get your power back.
Yeah. I also posted my 1 life clear on YouTube recently, and this stage is also very good for replenishing bombs too. Or either that kind of run or just a regular 1cc. You can get like 5 bombs if you trance all the fairies that give those. Just so good.
Yep. At this point, you probably already knew you would get a good run.
Again, some things have to go right. I had a 2-miss run go into Miko, and I still died 4 times on her, and didn't actually improve my personal best with it.
Ah, that's so saddening. This form is Miko. That's basically
Yeah, so I was not ready to get complacent at all on a run that was already this good, because I knew I could still die a lot from between here and the end. Yeah, I had to go some weird places on the mid-boss spell on this run, but it's generally easy to keep track of where the lightning bolts move, because it's based on where Tojiko moves.
It's not that bad, but do not underestimate it. Do definitely not.
It's not trivial, but not super difficult either.
Because if you call it free, you will die. Trust me.
Yeah. Also, I stole Yatsu's strategy for the end of the stage portion here, because originally in the past I was used to staying on left for the very last phase, but I actually didn't even know like all the fairies are designed to move left, and that going right would actually make things more spacious. And I saw that in one of the YouTube videos, and I just used it here.
Okay, good. You're killing the middle first.
That was always what I did, but in the past I always went left instead of right.
Yeah, that's a death.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. Also, here's one of the parts where one of those things had to go right for me to survive, because Futo's first spell, she went up and basically stayed there, because this attack's a lot easier as she moves up.
This is also one of those places where you can easily die in this game. This spell.
Like I said,
the only hard thing Futo has.
Yeah, well, it's only hard as she moves down, because then the bullets just get really tight.
Yeah.
She basically went up and stayed there. That was really fortunate, but, you know, we take those, as they say. Wait, you can actually affect her motion on that? I always thought it was just random whether she moved up or down. Because by that logic, if you stay below her, then she would move down, right? Martin's saying that staying above Futo on the first spell actually always causes her to move up.
Oh, it misdirects her, yeah. It's actually, he does
I never knew about that.
She follows you on her boat.
I always thought it was just random, but oh well.
It's really nice when you capture the boat spell, because then you basically already know you have NN Futo.
Yeah. That actually looked like a difficult Sakuraiji. You know, the flame attack.
Depends on like where you stay, because I try to stay under Futo a lot and don't really move a whole lot. So maybe sometimes bullets just bunch up near me. That might cause it to be scary at times, but it's usually not too bad. I will admit though, at the end of her last spell, I was praying like some other bullet just wouldn't appear out of nowhere and snipe me. So I didn't want to lose a run this good. And most of stage 6 is also pretty standard stuff too. My usual speed kill in the ferry trains over here.
And then on Miko, the run killer is that semi-final spell. If it's mean, at least.
That's the one reason why I don't want to go for a full perfect 1cc of this game, because I do not want to grind this whole game just to hope I get lucky on that attack.
I really don't want to do an LMNN of this as well. I would much rather do PCB. Even though that has spam and HGS, but it's not as boring as STD if you have to reset on it.
Well, okay, I like dance. I'm actually semi-consistent at as well. We'll see that coming up. there's certain ways you can misdirect Tochiko and Futo like at the start, and then you just stay under Miko the rest of the time. You can speed kill before the end of the third wave.
But you can in fact speed kill those laser yin yangs with Reimu. You can kill them all before they fire a single laser.
I've seen that, but I don't consider it very hard, even the way I do it. So I just never bothered to change it. I think my strategy also gives more spirits as well.
I'm used to speed killing them, so I just do.
Yeah, the survival strat. I think mine's more the scoring approach to it, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Because like I can guarantee every Yin Yang Orb drops Great Spirits if I kill him fast enough, the way I do.
The first spell has some really funny RNG sometimes.
I had some near deaths to that spell during DRC. That was also kind of demoralizing.
Oh no. Yeah, you really don't want to die there.
Especially not there.
Yeah. Plus, it's not even that hard, so it's just really sad to die there.
Those really slow attacks that get really dense, yeah. Because you always think like, oh man, I could have seen that coming if I just paid more attention.
If there's one thing that kills you on early Miko, it's the second one.
Yeah.
Just ask Yats or something.
I've died to that in some of my other runs for this challenge too. And the third non actually, because that also can get kind of strange.
I can also just randomly get killed by the second one.
It got really strange here, the third non, jeez.
Yeah, I really just did not want to risk dashing back into the center, so I just dodged in the corner where I could see everything still.
Usually, to me, the third non was mostly just, about looking really scary, but not being that bad. But that was actually pretty difficult.
Yeah, and the second non is something you just underestimate.
Yeah.
You don't.
Some of the bullets on second non have really sharp angles.
That was actually also that non, when I was like really new to Touhou. I thought that Lunatic was like absurd extra and Lennon, where it was just meant as a joke.
Oh boy.
And well, that third non kind of convinced me into thinking it was like, meant to be this kind of meme category.
Sounds a little bit like confirmation bias, maybe. I just didn't know any better at the time.
Yeah, I mean, I was the only one who I knew who knew Touhou, so.
Well, based on the information you knew,
I might have
it's
thought
like
so.
you haven't seen any conflicting information yet. That's what I mean.
I'm not.
Some of the games do say like Lunatic is a joke, but that never stops us gamers, right?
I mean,
you always want the challenge.
I think I went by what EOSG said. It said Lunatic is for weird people.
The phrasing he uses is what's funny. My eyes are enjoying this spell is what?
Exactly.
Eye candy pattern.
It's, well, not really static, but it's very close. It's very close to being static.
Yeah, now here on 17 articles, it started out easy, and I think my death here probably could have been avoided because I was unfocusing and just moved too far into a bullet.
That's just really silly.
Yeah. What can you do, though? I usually die in this attack on these runs anyway, so it's not like it made a difference. And here I made sure to not kill the attack before I died so I can get the power up. I learned that the hard way in a previous attempt as well. And I was stuck at 3 power for a Newborn Divine Spirit.
Oh, you're doing like the big wave in the middle on this.
I always try to misdirect the big waves up by Miko.
But if you do it in the middle, the chance is small, but then you also get a bit of you get a bit extra mess from like the bullets that are above Miko going down to you. They can never hit you, but they still make things more tight than it has to be.
Here, I'm trying to stall out the last phase just to make sure there's not 2 sets of big bullets coming at once.
You didn't do it right.
But, I didn't
messed
go
up
down
the
soon
roots.
enough. I didn't go down soon enough, yeah.
You didn't
run ruined forever, oh no.
Position.
Oh, come on, it was still a personal best at this point. Besides, after I got the extra damage in, I didn't really need to misdirect it again because I knew I'd kill the attack before I'd have to turn around.
Yeah, I have good experiences with that as well. GG.
GG though.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Like, yeah,
I was still
Did
pretty
you
satisfied
actually
with the run, even after dying on the last
lose?
attack, because I still did so well everywhere else.
yeah, that's really neat. How well you did on the rest of the game. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with TD survival at this point. Anything else I want to do with the game is scoring now.
nice, good luck if you're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask Jets if he ever lost a run to NDS.
3 misses, Copper, not 4.
I don't think so.
Alright, you only ever had 2 miss, so you never lost a run to NDS then, because that would be 1 miss.
Yeah, I once had a 1 miss. I think I'm not sure anymore if I did, but I remember instantly resetting after a death on Honor the Avoidance, but yeah, it's too far away already.
I mean, if you trust your ability to do more Divine Spirit, I guess you might as well reset after 17 articles.
Oh, this is another demo run.
No, it's the full game. You got early access.
Early access.
Yeah, Kurzov is pretty new to Touhou, I believe.
Yeah, I saw some easy mode replays from him on replays against Sofia.
Trying to get all that season at the start. Bombing everything, though.
Is this like a meme run like XXC? Or does it just start off with a lot of bombs?
I think it just starts off a lot of bombs.
Rip items.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a score run.
Yeah, like I said, he's pretty new to Touhou, so he wouldn't be scoring right away.
Also, this is Rainbow Summer.
I mean, there are people who score right away, but I would not recommend doing it.
It's a really short release time, but you also release only one season level per release. That's its uniqueness.
Please Spock more.
Doesn't know about it, maybe? He's just barely missing it, too.
Yeah. Ah, there's Spock. Yeah, he's Spocking now.
But yeah, it's interesting to see Rainbow Summer because that's one I don't see very often.
Have I ever seen a Rainbow Summer run? Well, now I have.
I know. I went through this game at no release with every shot, so I've been able to play with all the shot types.
Yeah, same. I made like a tier list out of that.
Rainbow Summer is basically like playing without a sub-weapon, though, because it's just that bad.
Well, I mean, the way that I found that you have to use Summer is that you just need to like use it very liberally and very offensively. Like just use them as your secondary weapon. Just put down a C on the boss to get the damage down.
Without releasing, I mean.
Oh, without releasing.
Just the sub-weapon itself is like, it might as well not even be there.
Yeah,
That's
if you're
what I mean.
gonna play Summer without release, it's not a good idea.
I've even tried shotgunning to see if I can get any of the shots to hit, and like you still can't do it.
I think if you shotgun with like all shots, it will do the same amount of damage as Well, I mean, at its very, very best, it will do like the same amount of damage of all those winter season thingies. You know, like the laser from the winter season. About that, but you have to do it like very optimally, so it never really happens. Meanwhile, with the winter laser, it's super easy to do that.
You know, I think he was using releases on Eternity's last spell, just trying to get rid of any bullets that got close to him. I think that's what his plan was.
I like how he's flailing around all the time here.
Trying to collect everything.
Yeah, I do that as well.
And when there's not a lot of bullets on screen, it gets kind of tempting to do that.
But these are cute and easy. These fairies.
They're doing the same thing here, it looks like. Releasing for protection. Although, even with summer, you're not going to get it for very long. That's the problem.
Most annoying part about summer is probably just like the cooldown that you're forced to deal with after a release.
Yeah, everybody hates the stage 2 boss here. He's ugly. At least her outfit is.
And her monsters are really dumb.
Whatever. I think it's fine. Well, not the nons.
Nobody likes the nons.
Even her spells aren't that interesting.
No, I don't get that. Why nobody likes her spells.
I think that spell with the yellow lines is nice for scoring because you release and you just follow the lines.
Maybe. I mean, Bloody Mountain Murder, I guess, looks alright with all the red knives.
Cursed Ring is also cool, but not if you like focus on your character. But if you see like the whole thing, it has like this really cool symmetry going on. This attack on easy. I'm sorry, but looks kind of funny.
Like super slow.
It looks like the attacks like from the Bullet King and the Gorgon in Gungeon, but slower.
Never know, it could probably fit in like a Western fantasy kind of world. Or with that big butcher's knife she's got.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something else there. Never mind.
Raymond makes this part of stage 2 pretty easy. You just attack all the yin yang orbs as they come out and they die instantly.
The season abuse really is a lot less around on EC modes than it would be on Lunatic though.
Yeah,
I thought it
not,
would.
not as much to cancel on easy mode.
Yeah, exactly. There are not portions where if you would just press C, you would get like more season back than you used on easy. I don't see them at least.
In this run, you mean? Or just in general?
In general.
Alright, best boss time. Too bad I can't hear the music at the same time. Oh, it just pumps me up on a fight like this. No, Shinmyo Amaru is her first name.
Wait,
Well, they curve
did
a
he
little
just
bit,
use
I
a
guess,
release
before
on
they go down.
nothing?
Wanted to collect the items, I bet.
I guess. It just looked kinda strange to use the release and no bullets actually got cancelled.
Also, that last nod on easy looks like there's a big hole between where the two lines of bullets go.
I don't know, I just didn't point it out yet, so I just said it this time.
You know, I don't
All right,
really
game
know
clear.
the story. GG. Gustari, I think.
Yeah, that's
it's-
mainly why you want to go after her clone, because she explodes on her own if she's let alone.
GG.
I think it's on like the medium hard end for EC then. Gustari.
Oh, so now we have another DRC run, I think.
EOSD this time?
Yep.
I'll be right back, hold on. Alright, I'm back. I always use hitbox patch with the OSD. Just because I
also used to always have it. But thankfully I haven't used it anymore since like early 2016 or something.
I haven't used it since I stopped playing the game. So
I already had trouble using I already had mental trouble using V-patch. So yeah, I never use hitbox patch. I used to think that V-patch was unethical, as in like I thought Soon wanted you to have input lag. Like he took that into consideration. No, but my reasoning
programmed it in PC98 actually, but in EOSD it was definitely unintentional.
Yeah, I thought it was because I also, always used to think that like the games before MOF were just so much easier than the modern era games or whatever. I don't really think that anymore, but back then I was like, yeah, those are so much easier. He probably took the input lag into consideration. So that was my logic.
Well, even with the later games, there still ends up being input lag as long as you have something set on auto or something slower. It's because of the way the game runs on computers.
Yeah, it still does, but it's less.
EOSD does have a pretty easy hard, yeah, because it's really not a big step up from normal.
Yeah, it always feels like the jump from hard to lunatic is some of the bigger ones in the series.
Yeah, that's a really big one.
But there's also UFO.
Yeah, I think the jump from iron hard to lunatic is also pretty big.
Iron hard to lunatic? Not
yeah.
entirely sure about that. Maybe.
That one MOTK challenge where they had to go through the game with 0 starting lives and no bombs. I also did normal and hard categories for that one too, and I could tell like hard was like a lot easier than lunatic for me. The jump was just that big, I thought.
I'm pretty sure that that first null on hard is actually pretty easy, so there's no point in doing the safe spot.
Still look, I guess, mostly similar to the style you see on Lunatic. I don't know how much easier this one would be. I wasn't paying too much attention, unfortunately. Sorry, Daiga.
Guess this time we won't spoil how many times he dies.
I don't even know. I don't want to look it up either.
Yeah, don't. It'll make the run a better watch.
Yeah. Although I guess even if you know how many times someone dies, you don't know where, usually.
kinda have to get used to seeing lower scores again. Because I've been scoring this all the time except on Lunatic.
Higher difficulty plus the score running strats you're doing, so double whammy there.
Yep. Although the early game in EOSD basically doesn't score, but even with strats.
Until you get to mailing, maybe?
Yeah, until stage 3, then the actual score run begins, basically. Although on high level, you also do a lot of strats on stage 1 and 2. They just aren't worth that much.
Optimization when you're going for a world record.
Yep, optimization. You only really have to add stage 1 and 2 strats into your routes when you go for really high scores. For WoW, it's just stage 3 and 5, and then eventually you add more stage 4 stuff, and then the early game as well.
I forget if you guys were talking about it on here or on the Discord, but with EOSD you also have individual stages, so the scores you get in practice runs are pretty similar to what you get in full game runs as well.
They're the same.
Because things like grades don't carry over between stages.
Yeah. The only thing that carries over are your resources, but you can just follow your resource routes in practice mode anyway, because you get score extents.
Pretty easy to adjust for that, yeah.
Is this gonna be NM mailing? I assume so.
He's close.
Let's see.
Just these last couple spells now. Alright, perfect melee. Now let's see what happens here on stage 4. I would imagine Daggett knows some of the routes of this stage pretty well.
Yes, stage 4 has, I guess, the most routing in EOSD.
Yeah. Plus the books aren't super hard on hard mode. So
yeah,
don't have to worry too much
hard,
about that, probably.
The books are like way easier than Lunatic. They are not even a run killer anymore.
Oh, some weird dodge right there.
Yeah, basically. Also, yeah, he did that aim part all the way in the left corner. It was kind of strange.
Yeah, but like he misdirected the first few bullets from that wave kind of weirdly. So it left him with like having to do a little bit of moving around them to survive.
Yeah, gladly the section's pretty lenient.
So much fewer bullets on books on hard mode.
Yep, there's also some routing going on stage 5, but stage 5 is a much shorter stage, so stage 4 is really lengthy.
Plus some of the routing on stage 5 is safe spots.
Yeah, particularly
that
the
makes
first
things
section.
even easier.
Oh, he actually macros those aimed rice bullets there before laser books. I always micro them.
He wants to set himself up for the laser books, probably. Starting from one side and going to the other.
Yeah, books is half as dense, but it's also slower, and that also makes it much easier. Yeah, the slower thing in fact matters more than the density.
Looks like Zig's in the chat now.
Yep. Hey there, Zig. It's the usual strats for cancel fairies. Now the big question is, will he get max lives?
He's gotta get through Patchouli first.
Yep. If he gets an end, then he can get max lives from the mid-boss Sakuya fights.
The end of Bury Lake got a little scary right there.
Yeah, it actually got scary there again. No, don't go so far down on green. You're supposed to be up.
That doesn't seem too bad. It's also hard mode too. The whole point of going that high up is so you can move down if you have to, right?
And you speed kill it. That's the main reason.
Well, that's Rainbow B, but
oh no!
Man, right into a bullet.
And now it's low rank. Yeah, rip max lives. I don't agree that it's the worst part.
It's kind of bland,
I
but
think
I wouldn't
it's really
say
fun to dodge.
saying War Up maybe is a little bit bland compared to some of Patchouli's other spells, but I wouldn't really call it the worst in the game.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst in the game if you ask me.
I don't know, Meister has like that level of infamy for being extremely hard. Maybe one of the hardest attacks in the game, but I don't know if I would call that the worst either.
Stage 5 safe strats hype.
Playing to win DRC, he wants to save all those lives.
Yep. Although he won his matchup by default because his opponent didn't submit anything.
You know, we got several categories where some people didn't submit runs this time. Although since we had so many entrants, I guess it was bound to happen.
Though. Although there were also people who just forgot to play, and it's all kind of silly. But oh well.
It happens.
That's grazing. He dashes pretty far up every time after a head grace. I think he's really afraid to get hit by Sakuya there.
If you go unfocused, you're gonna move very fast away from her anyway.
Yep.
I do that with Yamame's second non-spell in SA as well. Just to be safe.
I've been hit by Sakuya's mid-boss on scoring practice quite a lot due to her going up into me.
Oh, that looked kind of tight there at misdirection. Made it work though.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I think you want to be a bit higher up action on either the left side or the right side, and I think about the vertical middle. Yeah, timing down the mid boson makes the spam section really short.
This first boss non spell just looks like a lunatic attack already.
Nice cancel weights. It's so unsatisfying to end a pattern in EOSD when there are no bullets. I want blue star items.
Yeah, that's coming from a score runner though.
Yes, the commentary is delayed because we generally don't bother syncing up.
In my case, I don't even have EOSD, so I can't watch the replays like live, synced up with Martin.
No one seems to really mind the delayed commentary much.
And it's not that big anymore as well. Like compared to what it was in the past. In the past, it felt like 15 or 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's pushing
pretty
it.
bad, yeah. Capable KD.
Good cap.
That's LNN stage 5.
Except it's hard, but yeah. I got you.
No Remy. Oh yeah, there's this one weird thing with hard Remy where her second spell is harder than a lunatic actually. Or at least I've heard some people say that. It's just weird. I can't really explain it very well.
Just have to watch in this run, I guess.
Oh yeah, well why did I say LMN? Too used to lunatic. Because you can totally LMN something on, right? Oh, it's save spotless Meek. Let's hope he doesn't die to it then.
Also hard mode, so not super crazy like on Lunatic.
I actually have a low K LNN, but it's on easy.
That works.
Yeah, Meek is probably not that bad to do save spotless on hard.
Well, how do you survive there?
Yes, this is one miss so far.
It dashed right between a bubble and metal fatigue bullet.
Low difficulty, no miss, no bomb.
I wonder if people might find the second spell harder just because the smaller bullets aren't lined up in lanes like a Lunatic.
Yeah, there are no lanes and the bullets just move in weird ways.
Yeah, that's probably what people find difficult about it.
No knife spins, run invalid. Kappa.
solid.
Well, there we have hard SG.
Oh, that's actually a somewhat creepy Scarlet Gensokyo wave there.
Wow, he just went right into the thick of things. I'm surprised he lived.
He's taking quite a long time taking it out. He wasn't...
Just moving around all over the
Under
place
Remy
to
a lot.
avoid the bubbles and stuff.
Yeah. He's not speed killing it.
I mean, trying to deal damage on Scarlet Gensokyo is a good meme in itself.
Yeah, true.
there.
Sometimes you just have no choice but to stay away from Remy.
There you go. So is that one miss the entire game?
One miss?
I guess.
Yeah, it was only
Yeah.
one miss.
Very nice.
Good stuff.
The miss was a really silly miss to Water Elf. Oh well. HNN soon. Also GG. Haha, the run.
Oh yeah, we got a Ultra Extra coming up next, don't we?
Yeah, and it's also the last run for today.
Let's see what this looks like.
It's IN Extra with the Ultra patch.
Never seen this before, so how does it make things crazy in this run?
I also don't remember seeing IN Extra with the Ultra patch.
Oh, Iron Ultra Extra. I did that one. It's fun. It becomes
Ultra
a
Patch
mess.
fun? What is this madness?
Let's just say rings is one of the more doable things.
Oh, is it gonna bullet cap meme or something like that?
I don't know. I just remember that rings was like one of the things that was actually capable, and it was still difficult. Like there were
This is
some
all
things on it
relative
that
at this
got
point.
really nasty. No, but IN Ultra Extra is actually one of the harder Ultra Extras. Together with Koichi and Mamitsu. Well, it's a bit below those two. She's with Hikesha, I guess. Ringston Ultra isn't that bad. Like, I actually captured that first try, and then after that, not that much anymore, but it's not awful.
Oh, a YouTube vid instead. RIP.
So we're gonna watch it on YouTube? You can get
Seems like
a
it.
replay to desync if you pause on the dialogue and get unlucky. It goes for all the classic games.
Nice window size.
Perfect fit.
I don't remember where it gets... Well, okay, I know that one spell gets really bad. A certain one that I already dislike. But I'm not gonna say too much.
I already see some differences, but at the same time, it doesn't look like they really affect much. The course, Border Team just cheeses a lot of the enemies in extra stage anyway.
Has he actually played it now that you say it?
I wonder.
Well, stage portion isn't too bad so far. I don't think the stage portion gets too bad anyways. It might have like, I think it has like 1 or 2 really dumb sections, but it's not too terrible.
Oh, first spell on Ultra. Got some extra bullets to worry about.
Good
I like the
cap,
idea
I
here,
think.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to worry about where you go as you move away from the arrowheads. Oh boy, returning Bridge Ichijo. This already looks interesting.
He's probably gonna cap it again though. This one is actually still doable.
Mostly the same strategy, but yeah. Wow. There you go. Third spell also looks mostly the same.
Be right back.
More rainbow cheesing, I see.
Those giant bullet cancels though. They look nice. Oh yeah, this part was slightly harder because of the purple bullets.
They're aimed differently, it looks like.
Yeah, you have less space to move around because of it, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, you could adjust to that pretty well. I bet that would have caught me off guard the first time, though.
This ferry. I think what I actually did on this ferry was I spinned around in the middle. That was
yeah,
like
there's
the
a
most
safe spot
viable
there, I
way to
see.
do it. That's like the only. That was like the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, there's like this really big hole next to the ferry that spins around it. I can see that.
And it still work. I think it works better on the Ultra because I only did it in Ultra, never in like the actual game. Nice annotation.
The dark ages of YouTube, I see.
Ouch! What happened there?
Knives homing in on you. I'm all over. This looks a lot harder already.
Yes, this one is harder for sure.
I have to think of a totally new strategy for this one.
And Moko has some other attacks that I remember that get buffed quite a lot by the weirdness of Ultra.
This non-spell looks pretty cool on Ultra. A lot denser, but looks fair at the same time.
Also, yeah, another thing is, usually with Ultra patches you have an auto bomb feature. In IN you can still do that, but it will only work on like the first. It won't work on that 1 frame death bomb thing. You will instead get an auto bomb. So you actually have to bomb to make sure you don't go through your resources too quickly, because you're really gonna need all your resources for IN Extra Ultra. Oh yeah, the meme version of PCB. I guess I could give it a shot. Again.
I think the Ultra patch
know, though.
got lucky with how they affected Moko's nons so far. They actually look pretty decent.
Funny thing is, you actually need to do quite well on these nons. Like, I know I just said it as well, but any resources that you can save is good, because there are some points in which are just resource sinks because they're that impossible. You just constantly need to bomb through them.
Zufu's donation looks pretty much the same in terms of how you play it. Quarter team can still sit at the bottom, like before. Now, this if not looks badass.
So, did we have
honest
any
fans,
meme
yeah.
patterns yet?
We had Moon Curse mostly.
Pretty much just Moon Curse, yeah.
Alright.
Honest Man's
How-
Death already looks a lot crazier, but also looks pretty rootable.
Wait, how bad was Moon Curse actually?
You have
Well,
extra
yeah.
knives spawning in from the top.
Yeah, you know how the knives usually go below you? Now you also got knives coming above you.
Because
Like,
what happens with the Ultra Patch is they double the amount of bullets. It's like an extra slower bullet behind it.
okay, if you play Wu well, you can actually cap it.
This doesn't look too bad if you misdirect above Moko. I'll be staying low
It's-
this time.
It's a lot harder than normal Wu though.
Yeah, it usually is on Ultra. Oh. Dang.
Close enough.
RIP. I'm really
I like the
curious
use of
what
fantasy.
rings.
I like the use of fantasy seal. You know, how he always unfocuses to make the bomb do actually something on those nods.
Phoenix Tail on Ultra. Already is dense enough in the original.
I don't know if this one was possible.
Some of these bullets
I-
move faster too, just looking at it.
It looks really.
Nah.
Maybe it's just
No, but this
more
one
bullets and
is
moving
still
faster,
remotely
it looks like
possible.
it. Now we got rings here. Oh boy, double the fun. I can almost see some of the same strats working on Fujiyama Volcano as in the original. Probably was too scared to turn around at the first wave, though.
Oh boy, Ultra possessed by Phoenix.
What does the second phase look like? How crazy is that?
Nothing changes too much, except that for the second phase you can't do the circle strat anymore. You have to do it the creepy micro stream strat.
Tap up or down.
Yeah. Because with circling, you're gonna have too many slow bullets that are gonna be in the way.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
This way also gives more grace on Ultra.
He's doing this pretty fast. Is he actually gonna? Oh no, he got it. It looked pretty
Yeah,
fast.
it ends a bit
looked
before
too fast.
the last bullets pass you.
Looks like, yeah, he still got it.
Well, the last bullets don't matter anyways, because, you know, they follow the same track as the faster bullets.
Well, even the last bullets in the original version, like the whole phase cancels out before they still reach you.
Honestly, this version looks better than the original.
Looks more fun the original.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the resource sink. This is the best card ever.
I was waiting for something.
A bomb right before the end.
This is the best shit.
But this looks kind of interesting, actually. The way the bullets are creeping in on you.
Oh,
This
so
is
the
why
blue
you need-
lines are doubled.
This is
like,
why you need
what?
all those resources. This is why you need all your lives and stuff.
What the hell? These
Moving through the
bullets?
field of bullets here looks crazy.
What?
Crazy good is what.
This part
This
is
spell's just
awful.
complete meme on Ultra. Yeah, this is definitely impossible. I mean, look at that.
Hey, actually, this is at the bottom. I didn't do that. Whoa,
Candidate for
I guess you
ISC2, I
could
guess.
test it, but
wow, that works pretty well, actually. Whoa.
This should be one of Moko's spells in ISC version 2.
Nah, nobody.
No imperishable shooting.
rip, no,
No,
Ultra,
oh
I
well.
guess.
Too many failed spells, I guess.
If you can actually capture 7 of those, that, yeah, doesn't happen.
There probably could be 7 between Kane and Moko. I can see it happening. Yeah, still, good job with that. All right, so we all finished now.
Yep, this was the last run, guys. I hope you'll enjoyed the stream and see you next week.
All right, see you guys.
Happy second wit.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Yep.